What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? My name is Reni, and this is video number 3. All right, what I'm doing here is this thing called ArCrafts and Cool, where we showcase arts, crafts, and any cool stuff that you're into to inspire, promote, motivate, connect people, and all that cool jazz, all that cool stuff, you know. So, if I'm right, this is not a green screen behind me right now. Remember, this is video number 3, so I'm working on everything. It is a cool little artsy project, cool little image from my buddy. He's created it, Robbyraydesigns. You should totally go check out the Instagram. Got a lot of cool work. And hey, if you're into music, need artwork. If you're into this, need artwork, blah, blah, blah. He does a lot of moving stuff too and cool stuff. Definitely check it out. Introduction music for today's show, which should be in here if it worked, is by my buddies, the 5 and 10s. They do a lot of funky soul stuff. Grew up with the homies, really good and well-talented people. And the album to that was called Feeling Good Is Good Enough. So definitely check it out. Spotify, Facebook, all that fun stuff too. And they also collaborate with homies from Raw Radio, which is 89.5 FM, CIUT. That's really close friends of mine as well, too. They are on at 8 p.m. every Friday, and they play music like gems from around the world and stuff. I'll put links to all this cool stuff, and I'll get into more of that stuff. Like, you know, give things a minute. But right now, I want to introduce a really cool special guest that we got today. My homie is a very creative human being. Everybody give it up for Jared White.
Hey.
What's up, buddy? How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How about you, Reni?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. Thank you so much for being on this cool thing that we're starting here.
Yeah, my pleasure, man.
Nice, man. Awesome. So Jared does a lot of really cool stuff on the creative side of things. He's been in a lot of like short films and stuff too. Does a lot of acting and stuff. Really funny jokes guy. But I'm going to let him tell us a little bit about himself. So what's up, Jared?
Well, not much, Reni. I'm just chilling. My name's Jared. I did a musical this past year, the Rocky Horror Show. It's at the Waterfront Theater. And then, I've just been trying to do my best with other stuff, like other short films. Yeah.
Nice, man. Yeah, that's really cool. So I watched one of the short films that Jared was in recently. Oh. Killed it, by the way. Oh, man, I highly recommend you guys go check that out. It's got over like 6 million views, and it's pretty dope. It's a bunch of cool actors doing their thing, and it's like a cool little come-up thing. So how'd you come across that scene? How'd you get into that?
Well, a person I know in school, she was a fan of the series.
Sick.
Yeah, and she saw there was an audition. And she knew I liked acting, so she sent me the link to audition for it.
Nice.
And then I submitted myself, and after the callback, I got the role.
That's how you do it. So that's really good to know that, he made his connections, super nice to people, super friendly.
Yeah.
And, the more nice you are to people and the more friends you have and connections you make, you get down a really cool path like that. So that's good for you, man. That's really cool.
Thanks, man.
So what are some other stuff that you got coming up right now? You were telling me about something that you've done about a year ago that's going to come out soon, or is that just on the low?
I think it's okay. Like, I don't know. I filmed a TV film last year, and basically it's I play like a supporting role in this kind of cult camp.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm any good, but it should be coming out in the next couple months.
Dude, like a religious cult camp.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Look out for Jared in the new short film. But no, honestly, I saw the YouTube short film that you were in, and it was great acting. You guys should totally check it out. It is called A Girl Without a Phone, A Beauty and the Beast story, starring the homie Jared. He's like a high school jock in it, and like a whole bunch of stuff goes on. Yeah, so what's some of like your greatest influences in this stuff? Yeah.
Well, just gonna list a few actors, because I feel like that would be a little less time consuming.
Yeah. Cool.
My first one is Christian Bale, because like for every film he does, he's like crazy good. Like he puts all of his craft, like all of his energy into his craft, and like it doesn't matter what role, you know, he takes on the role like 100%.
Yeah.
Like on screen, off screen. So like it's pretty amazing, and like I'd like to do that someday.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
This gives it his all. What's your favorite movie, or what's your favorite movie that he's in, or role that he plays?
Ooh, there's this musical film he starred in like back in the 90s called Newsies.
Newsies?
Yeah, and
Nice.
it's like basically in the 20th century, like it's like based off a true story.
Okay.
And yeah, these like the kids who sell newspapers on
Yeah.
the streets. Yeah, they have their prices of newspaper go up. So then Jack Kelly, Christian Bale,
Yeah.
the leader of this rack pad, they go on strike to
Nice.
say no about the cost of money. So then like it kind of goes all fuck. Yeah, you should watch it.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah.
They're kind of based on like the time frame. Well, like it reminds me of Grease. Like, or
Yeah.
did you ever see Grease or anything like that? Yeah.
Dude, I own that.
Yeah. Nice, buddy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh man.
Sweet. Yeah, Christian Bale.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty dope one. What are some of the shows that you really like to watch? What are some of the things that really you find intriguing and stuff?
I just finished, or I'm close to finishing this series called Maniac.
Oh, Jonah Hill.
Yes,
Yeah,
man.
he's so dope.
So good.
It's crazy because it's Emma Stone in it too. Right?
Yeah.
And like they were like debuting Superbad.
Yeah.
Like, which is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty. We're not gonna give any spoilers because it is on Netflix and stuff, and you know this is not the type of place where you come and get all the answers to anything. Yeah. Well, you do get answers.
Yeah.
But not spoilers for shows answers. But spoilers for life. Just kidding. Wait, no, I don't know. Sweet, man. So what's some other kind of really cool stuff? What are some other good actors that like stick out to you that you're really like, these guys are dope?
All right. Well, I'll list like two, and then like my number one favorite right now.
Okay, dope.
So my other two, like kind of like the people that kind of inspire me, are Johnny Depp. He's been a legend from the start, like
From the
no
beginning,
doubt.
man.
He's kind of
Pirates of the Caribbean, the original one, the Flow.
Yeah.
He's such a great actor. He does well in a lot of films.
Yeah, man. And also James Franco.
Yeah,
honestly,
for sure, man.
I think he can do a lot more than like people like think he can. Cause like usually he's just in like comedies with Seth Rogen. And stuff. But like there's a lot more like independent low key stuff that like he's actually done himself and stuff.
For sure.
Which is like really cool.
Did you watch like the old school stuff he did with like the Freaks and Geeks?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Of course. That's one of my favorite shows of all time. Oh my god.
Man, all four of the main actors are in there. Like everybody who like got really big, right?
Know,
like man,
it's so sick.
Yeah. Did you ever hear about the show called Deuce? It's got James Franco in it, and he plays two people. He plays him and his twin brother. It's an HBO show. It's totally dope. I highly recommend.
Whoa.
You see it. It's like a show based in New York in the 70s and stuff like that. Really dope. Yeah, it's definitely. Right. I actually finished watching the end of season 2 with my buddy yesterday, and it's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny because he plays two roles, and sometimes they talk to each other. Okay, no spoilers, remember, guys.
All right.
But yeah, so yeah, James Franco, Johnny Depp, Christian Bale, those some pretty high time influencers.
Yeah.
Nice.
The number one man in my life is Timothy Chalamet.
Okay.
He is amazing. Like, he's crazy. He's like he doesn't even try, and he's good. Like, you know, he's a natural talent.
Yeah.
As you would say. I don't know. He's like, and like every role he's done, it hasn't been like, you know, like the biggest films, but it's been like the most impactful like roles.
Nice.
I thought for like the past like a year or two.
That's amazing. So what are some of like what are some of your top movies that he's in or productions?
Ooh. I've got a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
List them off.
I got one. It's called Lady Bird. It's
I think I've heard about that one.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's well known. It's like basically about a girl who has like anxiety, like kind of going through rough stuff in high school. And then there's another one called Call Me by Your Name, which is starring Timothy Chalamet, and like basically
I've
it's
heard of that one too.
yeah he's a good actor.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, that's the story of like two people who actually like seem to find a romantic connection.
Okay.
I won't give too much away. But,
Nice. That's
yeah.
really cool though.
Yeah, and then the latest one that I'm like the hugest fan of, like I read the book. It's based off a true person.
Nice. Okay.
And the person wrote the book, and like they were working with the film. It's called Beautiful Boy.
Okay.
It's with Steve Carell and Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, nice. Great actors right there. That's awesome.
I know. Oh, God. I know. Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
Yeah, it's basically about a kid who's like growing up on like becoming a drug addict while he's growing up. And
I've heard.
yeah. And
Nice.
yeah, the dad's basically just trying to stay connected with him the whole time, even though he can't really, because he's God knows where doing God knows what. Gonna be back God knows when.
Oh man. Yeah, that sounds like a powerful movie for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Lady Bird. What was the second one?
Call Me by Your Name.
And Beautiful Boy.
Beautiful Boy.
Cool. Well, there's a lot of cool movie recommendations for y'all.
Yes.
Check out,
Yeah. I think those are some top films for like if you want to be a film actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause like it's a lot of subtle like acting and stuff, like just like facial emotions and stuff.
Oh,
So it's really cool.
nice, man.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
It's really dope. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for those. That sounds like really that's like really in-depth, like sounds like if you want to be an actor and need to study some cool stuff or just entertain yourself,
Pretty much.
cool things to go check out.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not a lot of school curriculums or things that people push you to continue doing that and stuff. So it's really cool that you're doing literature and short film writing like that,
Yeah,
screenplay
thank you,
writing
my
per
guy.
se. Do you want to give us a little info on that, or is that a really low-key project?
No, I'll give it a little info.
Yeah, nice.
Basically it's kind of like I graduated high school last year, so like while I was writing it I was still like finishing up, so I kind of had like some insight.
Nice.
So it's like pretty much about three best friends who are like been like pretty close like since grade 8 or something.
Okay.
And like they're finally coming to the last year, and like basically they're just trying to find out what they want to do, if they're gonna pass high school, if they want to pass high school.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, just a bunch of other like, yeah, I think
Just
I'll keep,
shenanigans that happens and stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's,
thank you.
That's cool, man. How long have you been working on that one for? Just, well, a while, I guess.
Yeah, I started last April.
Nice.
Yeah, so, and I've been getting it like edited ever since. So like every time I work on it, then I get it sent in to be edited by someone else.
Ooh.
Just so that everyone else has a different take on it and shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you finish it, you just keep getting it re-edited and revised kind of thing. So it's
Yeah.
actually complete.
Pretty much, yeah.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider having like a cartoon or anime made out of that? And then all this, that would be super cool.
Hell yeah.
And then of course acting and all that awesome stuff. Man, that's a really cool one.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Cool. Well, right now we got an image from my boy Robbyraydesigns. He's got all this cool stuff going on, and you could go on his Instagram and check out all that stuff too. And this is what we do. This is how it's connections and stuff. Cause like, let's just say you need somebody to do artwork for like a screenplay, or somebody out there needs like some artwork for like music videos or this or that or album arts or anything. or somebody's looking for a cool screenplay to kind of just have fun and doodle and do some cool ideas with, right? So it's all about connecting and doing that cool stuff. Yeah. The music intro was from the 5 and 10s. It's this cool song called, or this cool album called Feeling Good Is Good Enough. Yeah. Pretty cool. It's like some soul, funky, awesome stuff. So I think it's some things a lot of people would dig. Yeah. And they also do a lot of cool collabs with a radio show that my friends do. It's called Raw Radio. It's actually in Ontario, Toronto. Oh. Really cool. They do a lot of like gems that are hidden around the world, like not traditional top 40 music or anything. So
that's it.
Yeah, you can listen live on CIUT FM. If you're in the vicinity of Toronto and stuff, it's 89.5 FM CIUT radio. It's 8 p.m. every Friday, so definitely check that out and stuff. And Jared has been an awesome host.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for opening up and telling us about everything that you've been working on, what influences you and stuff, and like what you like to do on your free time, about the screenplay and stuff.
You can find my Instagram at Jared_White123. Right. No caps.
No caps. So how do you spell that?
JARED_WHITE123.
No caps. And that is your IG, your Instagram?
Yes.
Cool. I will definitely put that link in the video or on the bottom of the video or somewhere. And yeah, it'll be really cool. Thank you for coming to the show, and thank you for, well, I guess this is video number 3, by the way, so it's not really a show. It is kind of a show, but thank you for entertaining us and knowledging is not a real word. Educating us on some cool information of background of, like, you know, just acting, things you do, things that you're into, screenplays you're writing and stuff. It's just really cool to see creative people doing their thing, and we want to try to help promote and push people to keep on doing it and stuff. So if you ever want to talk about promote stuff or push stuff, you can always come here and do it, or whatever you got to do. So yeah, if you or any of your friends, or you know friends that, like, you know, just are very creative and talented, they need some shine or anything, submit your stuff. Feel free to do it, whether it's music, canvases, short films, anything like that. We got the connections to help create a great platform for Canadians and everybody, right?
Yeah, I'd encourage anyone to submit here. It's very cool because you get to have an interview with someone who actually cares about the stuff they're talking about. Second off, you know, it's kind of hard if you're starting to come up in the industry or wherever you are and get like a platform to kind of get recognized. So this is great also. Yeah. And I think it's just a great opportunity to submit yourself stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. Even like next shows I'm planning on like doing the green screen and having like videos playing there so people can show like music videos or dance videos of their stuff. Just submit like your talent or anything, or in the background could put your canvases and it's cool stuff, like things that we got going on right now in the back. Music, we could play that and introduce it, because like Jared was saying, like sometimes it's hard coming up in an industry like this. It's not really a school curriculum set up for it.
Nope.
It's not something that a lot of people's like parents or mentors be like, yeah, keep going, because most people would be like, hey, get a good job in school and accounting and this and that or whatever. But we want to create a platform for people to be as creative as possible, motivate each other, connect with one another, and like just give them more of a reason to keep going, where it just feels like their work is just standing still and not being shown to anybody, right? So yeah.
All right,
Dope.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for having me. This is sick.
Heck yeah. Peace.
So, what did you do for lunch today?
Okay, so